Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. Hey Jeff, Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. So somebody posted pictures of them trying to make these two into one, and there were some different issues and stuff. So we're going to try to address some of those issues and see if we can't figure out a way to make this work with the least possible modifications. Now before I jump into this, I first got to prepare my table, because as you guys know, I like to not make a mess out of stuff I have on here. So let me go ahead and get rid of the red carpet first. Not the red carpet. Yeah, the red carpet. You got to go. I don't want to ruin this. Look at that. I had to form the stairs with the wires on the side for it to work. Let me gently roll this up. Gently roll it. And I will toss it on the other table. And then let me bring up a tray of some tools. There we go. Tool tray. Let me check the volume on here. Sounds good. And then I'll move my hot water onto the tool tray. All right, now what's funny is sometimes I procrastinate, as you guys know. I procrastinate way too much. I was going to sell this figure just the other day. I had him in the pile of figures to sell with these legs right here on there. And I just went and found the box so I could swap them out and take them out of the selling box so I can try to do the swap. And I decided just to throw these legs on for the picture because it looked weird having the wrong legs on there. But we're going to swap those out in a few minutes anyway. So right now I got a bunch of unlegged, unhinged figures. See, those are my legs. Anyway, so you'll notice my screen does not have a lot of bright, shiny lights. Now it does like a white light right here in the middle, but that's actually the graphic that has that white light on there. And of course, the light that I'm using right now is shining a light on there. But I took and put black housings all the way around all my lights so that they don't shine a glare on the TV. So that it was my fix. You can see there's another light up there with a big old black housing around it. And now I don't have the crazy glares everywhere except for my one light that I'm using right now on my camera. Looks way better now. So I got one more light to install, and that's going to be straight up above everything. That's going to shine down and make it look really cool. So once that last light's installed, it should look pretty good. All right, so let's first open this Filmation figure and let's find out what it's all about before we start modifying him. So we got to first check them out before we modify them, right? We just can't jump right into modification without seeing what the figure's all about. This light's not very bright. I'm going to throw this other light on, and I'm going to throw that on the charger so we have it later, because I think this video is going to last long enough. Now I did have 3 of these lights, but I misplaced one, so right now I'm down to just 2. All right, I brought my heat gun in here, my heat shrink tubing, my O-rings, got everything ready so in case things go wrong, I got lots of ways to fix things. So I didn't grab super glue though. I probably should have grabbed that too, but maybe I'll have to go grab that in a minute. So here's the box. Now I had no plans or intentions of buying this Filmation He-Man figure. Even though he does look kind of cool, I'm not a big fan of the different body style, but we'll see. I never actually opened him yet, so we'll check it out. Hey, was that Lack? Thanks for joining us. Juan, thanks for being here. Masterverse Toy Hunter, thanks for being here. Good evening, sir. Ray, thanks for being here. Do you think there will be a new He-Man movie? I sure hope so. Hey, Jamie, but really Mike, thanks for joining us. Luis, thanks for being here. Hey, Todd, I was the one that showed you the different pegs on the forearms. Nice. Thanks for showing me that, because that's just so crazy they changed it. Why did they change it? Anyway, so let's, it then shows in the back of the box these little things right here for, includes a Sword of Ancients and twist powerful into battle positions and other figures in the line We have, of course, He-Man, Beast-Man, Man-at-Arms, and Skeletor. Skeletor! All right. Let's open this up. Hey, Tizona? Am I saying your name right? Tizano? Okay, it comes with a book. The Mask of the Magi. Sounds like a Christmas story. Oh, it's the mask that comes with Skeletor. Oh. Weird. Okay. That's not what I was expecting, but it's all right. Interesting. Let's see what's separatable so we can figure out what we're going to do here. The plan unfolds. His arms come off, his head, his waist, his boots. Which is funny, because you look at this, it looks like the legs come off here. They should have made all of this tan or dark gray, and they made the boots white to show this comes off as one piece. And when it comes off, these come off too because they're attached. So that would make more sense. But anyway, I don't work for Mattel, nor do I pretend to. So let's look at that cartoon collection. I'm surprised they didn't put Filmation on there. That would have been way cooler. But who knows? Maybe they're coming out with a new cartoon with these figures. I don't know. That would be kind of fun. But we shall see. Now, if I remember right, I think Mike's one of the first guys that got one of these. It's online, and he was telling us all about it. He got them at Paul Mart, I think, or something. Paul Mart. But I got mine on Big Bad Toy Store. I bought them for one reason and one reason only. Just for the challenge of making the Battle Armor He-Man. Now, I did buy two while I was at it. Now, one thing I did notice, this is kind of cool, is he's shiny. Shiny. And he's not a deluxe model. And he's got shiny belt, shiny wrist cuffs. His armor is kind of shiny-ish with kind of a blue tint to it. That's kind of cool. Kind of cool. You know what? It's time to compare him to the other Filmation we got. Hold on a second. Hold up. Where did I throw the other Filmation He-Man? You know what? I think he's in the box to be sold. Sorry, you guys. I wasn't planning on leaving you, but I'm going to leave you. Take a look at this figure while I go look for the other He-Man. Where is that box of figures? I decided to bring the box of sale figures in here instead of having you guys sit and wait while I dig through the box in the other room. Let's see. It's funny. I had all his figures to sell, and I ended up donating a bunch. Oh, here he is, right on top. Right on top. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Still not sold yet because I haven't put them on eBay yet. What a slacker. All right, so let's compare the two Filmation He-Mans. This is the one that came in the 4-pack. And, he came with a chrome sword that everyone said was broken in the same spot as mine. Ooh, ah. And he has the armor with the sheath. So it looks like it's the same armor, the same sheath. Mine has a little dent right there. I don't know if that dent's the plastic or not. He comes with two swords. He comes with a Filmation sword. It looks like it's not very crisp. You know, the detail edges are just kind of blobbed in there. It looks almost like someone just put a whole bunch of paint on it and didn't worry about how much. This one here too, the details just are kind of lackluster. But it's a little more detailed than the Filmation one. I know, it's just weird. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. All right, see if that fits in there. It doesn't go all the way down. It gets stuck right where that crease is right there. I wonder if that crease is made to hold it in tighter. I can't see down there. My light just doesn't. All right, let's get one of these little lights on there. I need one of those doctor's lights that have the mirror to see what's on there. Oh yeah, I can see there's some kind of spring action thing inside there. Can you see that now? That little metal dilly bob going on inside there. So you can kind of see that little metal clasping area in there. And the other one, I don't believe has that. No, it does not. It's just plastic all the way down. All the way down, Freddie Brown. Not a very good view. Anyway, so that is why that little dent is there, because that is where that little piece is that's made to grip the sword, and it does grip it really tight. So if you decide you want to paint your sword, it is going to get ruined right on that end where it's gripping it. You grip but the good thing is your sword's not going to keep falling out, so I guess that's the point. All right, so the new one has the gripping factor inside of the sword. Now, I'm a little disappointed in the boots. I thought for sure the Filmation boots would have less detail on them. I know that this one didn't have, still was the same boots, the same detail, but I thought for sure that we would get, the more non-detailed shorts and boots. We don't have the marks on here, just like we did on this one, or here. But you notice they did give us a new bicep and new legs, different muscle structure, and different abs. Look at the abs. Now, I'm actually not a huge fan of this actual new body. So, thinking of this, it would make sense to take all of this guy's stuff off, because I like this head better. I like this armor better. And just taking the head and armor off and stick them on this figure, because this figure has a better aesthetic. And maybe even swapping out the forearms that, as we found out, are not the same. So let's find out more about these forearms in a minute. All right, so here we go. Just put a Santa hat on He-Man's head. Come on out of there. Oh, that is hard to get out of there. All right, let's try to separate them. There we go. And really easy, we can just pull these legs off and just stick them right on there. We're already halfway there. Hooray! Let's pull the head off. Pull this head off. And again, we're most of the way there. Now the hard part now is the arms, because these arms are attached right here. And these arms are not attached the same way. They do have the same kind of channel. So you could take this apart and Dremel out the inside of that shoulder going this direction to make it snap onto that ball joint. And I am kind of contemplating doing that. I'm just still deciding which way I want to go. But let's go ahead and pull this armor off. Does his come off too? Oh, it does. You know what? I think I'm going to do this. I know it's almost sacrilegious to put the two different colors that don't match. I like the shiny armor better, but I like the sword holder better of the other one. We're modifying two figures at once. Two figures at once. Okay, anyway, I'll stop now. Let's get back to business here. So, our next step is forearms. Now, here's what I was just thinking. I was just thinking this. is I'm not a fan of these legs anyway. I'm really not. I could use these Filmation legs if I wanted to. Ugh. And stick them on here. And now I got the Filmation belt, not the Filmation boots because they don't have it, which is not what I was planning at all. And now I wonder, are these forearms built the same? So let's go ahead and get throwing people in hot water. Let's see what we got going on here. So let's throw this one in hot water first. You're in hot water, man. No. And we'll throw him in hot water. Then we'll toss him in some hot water. All right, we got 3 arms in there. Let's take a look at your guys' comments. I guess the show cartoon, not Filmation, includes the Mike Young era in Netflix. Technically it does, but we'll see if they actually release those as well. If they do, then I guess that would be the reason why they use the word cartoon. It's because it actually matches multiple. All right, let's see if it's gotten hot enough for his arm at least. Oh, he's peeing all over the place. Hey, Cobweb. Nope, not hot enough. Not hot enough. You gotta stick them back. Ugh. All right, let's try this arm here. This is the 40th anniversary one. Oh, not quite hot enough. Well, let's try this arm here. And the reason why I'm trying to swap these is because of the arm cuff. There we go. So here is the left arm on this one. You can see it's just a regular He-Man arm. Ah, my arm. And now let's try the new one. The new and not improved one. I gotta admit, his chest does look cooler, I think. I don't know, maybe not. Ugh. And you can see, now I can see why they changed them, because these kept breaking. We had lots of problems with these snapping, everyone complaining about it, and now we got a much thicker connection point. Now I wonder if I just jam this in there, is that just gonna fit with enough force? So let me go ahead and just stick that back in there. And let's just try to do the jam on revenge and just to see if I can get that to go inside there. And I got it in there. Hooray! With no modification, no changing. It does fit nice and tight up there. So you could just jam that on in there if you wanted to. And I'm surprised that worked. Whew. Now obviously it's super tight inside here now, but that did work. You could jam the large one in the small hole, lots of hot water, and bada bing, bada boom, no Dremel tool required. What? No Dremel tool? That's weird. This arm's longer than this one. So that's one way you can do it. And now it's going to be really hard to get that back out of there. Now let's take a look at this Filmation He-Man's forearm. And he has a small little pin. So you could even just use the other Filmation one. Now I'm guessing if I stick it in, it's probably going to gap, because look at the size difference right here in this little area here. So let me go and pull this back out again if I can get it out without ruining it. It's so tight. Urgh. Hooray. Ugh. Actually, no gap. So you have 2 options here. One, you can use the new Filmation one and just jam it in there with lots of force, lots of hot water, and that will work. You could Dremel it out, but I would not do that. You don't need to do that, go that drastic. Or 2, you can use the Filmation arm from the 40th anniversary version. So there you go. Lots of options. Lots of options, man. I'm still debating. I do like the shiny. So I'm going to go with the new one. And I also want the new belt so it matches too. But I want the old legs for some reason. I don't know. What do you guys think of these legs? I mean, in reality, I just don't know if I like that design or not. The cartoon forearms, the regular Origins bicep, real Popeye vibes. Is the forearm that much bigger? And it looks to be the exact same sculpt. I don't think the sculpt's different on the forearm at all, just the pin. Here's the new one, because the shiny one, just the bicep's different. And I do like the original bicep better than the new Filmation one. Alright, we'll jam it on in there. Jam on it. Jam on it. Jam on and on and on and on it. There we go. Now let's go ahead and do the right one. Boop. And we want this one. Takes so long. I just wonder how far apart is this? Yeah, you can't put the other one in there. It's kind of loose. Wobble, wobble. Oh, the Hamburglar. Wobble, wobble. Hyperdelic says he hates them. I hate the new legs. Yeah, what's funny is when I first started drawing, I used to do it this way, not realizing how dumb it looked. Then later on, I got a little smarter, not drawing that way. I started drawing more like this with the bumps instead of the X. I can give him his legs back now. I got my legs. Do-do-do-do-do. All right, let's see if we've got this warm enough to come out yet. Hooray. Water's cooling down from sticking so many figures in there. What? Did I grab the wrong one? There it is. I thought, no. Okay, I'm going to heat this up a lot. It's got to really be super heated to fit that larger peg in the smaller hole. This time I won't dilly-dally. I guess I can put his arm back together, huh? Ugh. There we go. And I'll work on these legs. He's got legs. All right, there we go. Jam on it. That was tight. Ho ho! Dun 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 dun. So technically, if you wanted to at least build them at least once so you guys can see before I swap them out, technically you could just do that and you got yourself the Filmation build with the yucky legs and the correct forearms and the correct head. There you go. ZZ leg. Yeah, ZZ top. Hey, thanks, Cyper Hyperdelic. I appreciate it. That's so cool. All right, so let's see. You know what? I'm just going to leave them. I think it will surprise people that he actually looks like the Filmation one, even though I like the other legs better. But I don't like the battle armor on He-Man anyway. Yeah, I know. Kind of weird. This way I'm not also destroying my other Filmation 40th anniversary. Weird little... It's like duck lips. Duck lips He-Man. I guess I'll put it back to normal. Chunk. Hooray. And I'll give him his yucky Filmation sword. Does it fit in the pouch? Oh, it does. Shink. I also forgot to put his sheath on there somehow. And his arms do still bend nicely, even though it's a tight for the pin. It's rough turning it this way. You can feel it's tight. But as time goes on, it will loosen up. Still, this one's already loosened a little bit from doing it, having it in there a couple times in and out. There you go. Yes, the original Battle Armor He-Man is the best. For those that are new to my channel, let me show you my modified Battle Armor He-Man. Here he is. And I have mixtures of Origin parts and real parts in there. So he's got Origin's legs. Ho, ho, ho. He's got Man-at-Arms boots because it matches the loincloth better. He's got Origin's arms here. Now, the arms don't go out because you couldn't make it that way, but they go back and forth. So here is my mixture of the 80s Battle Armor He-Man with the Origins. Oh, you turned off your hot water, He-Man. So that's kind of cool. And I wish they would have made it this wide, because this wide is how it looks on all the packaging. I know everyone says it's because it wouldn't fit, because of the mechanics and stuff, but they could have made this pin differently to give it all kinds of extra room inside there. Especially because these arms aren't even removable. So, I know. I've complained about that since day one of this Battle Armor. Alright, hold on a sec. Oh, I knocked the guy over. I did get a second one. I figured while I was at it, might as well get two. I don't know what I'm doing with them yet, but there he is. There he is. I'm surprised that was a whole lot less painful than I thought it was going to be. I thought for sure I'd have to Dremel. I got my Dremel tool all ready to go. I got O-rings ready. I got heat shrink tubing. I got a heat gun, extra battery, all kinds of tools for slicing and dicing. But I think that's going to work just fine. Just jamming them in there. Now we got the bands in there. Now be careful. Keep this thing moving till it's done cooling. If you heard it, kind of got stuck a little bit. I think once it cools down, it will work just fine. Head's a little loose. Two ways to fix a loose joint. One way is to take and put a drop of super glue in there and then keep moving it like crazy. I'm not going to do this here though in case it runs down into the barrel. Another way is to take some O-rings. Oops, that's not my O-rings. That is my Dremel bits. Some O-rings. And these little white ones work great for this. Usually I stretch them out a little bit before I stick them on. We'll see if I can get it over this without breaking it. I'll try to stretch it right on there. You need between 2 and 3 of them. If you need the O-ring sizes, they're on my website, he-bro.com, he-bro.com. We'll take you to my website. We'll scroll halfway down the page. You will see a table that shows all different size O-rings I use in my videos. This is the neck fix ones. Is it going to go on without breaking? Oh, and it snapped. I need my stretching tool before I do this. You know, throwing them in hot water, boop, also does the same as stretching them. All right, let's see if we can get it on now without snapping it. Oh, that is tight. The ball joint is larger on these figures than on the classics. It's stretched to 10 centimeters, Captain. That's all we got. Okay, maybe it's going to work this time. Come on, baby. You can do it. Just keep breathing. Remember your Lamaze classes. Ugh. The head is crowning. Oh, almost got it. Oh, it's turning white. It's going to break. Oh, I got it on. Hooray! One down, one to go. And you jam it way down deep inside there. Now, the black ones work better than the white ones. I only got 3 black ones left, so we're going to try another one. It's like one of those little water games you played as a kid. Grab the rubber band from the hot water. Hyperdelic. All right, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Let's see if we can get this one on without snapping it. You can see when it starts to turn white like that, it is just about ready to snap. So I just keep turning it and stretching it and turning it and stretching it, and hopefully it will not snap on me. Premature snappulation. All right, there we go. I think I got it this time. Oh, I missed it. Flung off. Huh. You can do it. Ah. All right, we got 2 on there. Now let's see if there's enough. There we go. Dun-da-da. You can still get some movement out of there, not quite as much as you used to, but at least it's not flopsy-mopsy, so. You can actually stick 3 on there. You know what? I'm going for 3. He's going all the way. Plop. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. By the time I get it out of there, it's nice and heated up anyway. There we go. Oh, I'm getting better at this. Someday I'll be a real customizer. All right, let's go ahead and stretch this on. Rotate it and stretch. Rotate and stretch. Okay. I think that might be enough stretching. Oh. Don't snap on me. Don't snap. Don't snap. Oh, so close. So close, but no cigar. Here we go. I can feel it. This is the one. Yes. There we go. 3 is the key. All right. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining me. Oh, Thunder Kick Tila? Sure, I'll pull her out. Thunder, 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 thunder kick Tila. Where are you? There she is. Ha! Yes, I could stick those legs on her. That could be pretty cool. Then her legs look different than the guy's legs. Now, what's interesting is these legs actually look like some legs they used to sell back in the 80s. There were these figures, and they were actually He-Man figures. I think they were Leo. The Leo figures used to have legs like this, a little bit more muscular. So let's just for kicks see if we can find it. Thank you, Master Toyverse Hunter. All right, let's take a look in this thing called Google. Let's do a Leo. Oop. Dash man figures. And I believe it was the evil figures that had the legs like that. I remember my friend Barbarian was always after the Leo. I think it was Leo. And it was like the Skeletor figures and the Webstore figures. They all had a big giant. Okay. Instead of He-Man, I'm going to type in Masters of the Universe. Masters of the Universe. I'll go to images. Images. Let's see if we can't find somebody of those giant legs. And again, I think it was the evil legs that had them. Evil. Okay, I'll just type in Webster. Oh, no, I'm not finding them. Of course, I found them everywhere all the time before. You know what? Leave comments. Let me know. Was it Leo or was it some other company that had them? Okay, let's just try typing in legs. Leo. I'll change it to Webstore instead of Webster. Okay. Leo. Masters of the Universe. Legs. See more anyway. Oh, I can't find them now. I have a 3D scan of them somebody gave me. All right. Big. All right, I guess I'll check your guys' comments. Maybe it's not Leo. Maybe it was a different company that did it. I could have sworn it was Leo, though. Now it is going to bother me forever. Okay, back to the video so I can see your guys' comments. Do you guys know? Yeah, I don't see anybody mentioning what brand it was. All right, anyway, thanks for joining me. Yes, the retro armor looks way cool, and it has the retro head too. Huh, huh. I just wish the arms could go up, but they can't. But still, at least you got elbow movement and other things, which the original figure didn't have. So, and it's funny how loose the waist is too. They never had a spring waist in these. Hey, I spent too long on my TV on without changing anything. Let's try changing the volume and see if it will affect the picture. Nope. There we go. Hooray. Oh, you guys got more chats here. Juan Soto. Oh, yeah. Oh, Top Toys. You know what? I think you're right. I think it was Top Toys. Okay, okay. Thank you for posting that. I should have looked and seen who it was. And so let's see. Top Toys, legs, Masters of the Universe. There we go. Okay. Images. Nope. Load. I feel like I was just doing this 2 minutes ago. Oh well, someday I'll make a separate video just on the crazy leg differences. But that is not today. I'll add the word big in there again. It's crazy. It's like before I just kept seeing them all the time. I was like, oh, I got to get a pair of those sometime just so I have them. And it was almost like an obsession kind of thing. And now I can't even find them on the internet anywhere. Oh well. Back to the video. Sorry, you guys. Wasting all this time trying to find something that probably doesn't even exist anymore. It's a Mandela effect. All right. Anyway, I don't have Darth Vader. Darth Vader is out, so I will just do it for him. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you guys next video. Looks like you wrote Top Toys as 2 words. I did. Yeah, I'll find them sometime and I'll make a separate video just on them because it is really crazy looking. All right, good journey, you guys. Bye now. Yep, see, this light's almost dead too.